Hey everyone, Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards here, coming at you Monday morning with some hobby talk. It's been a while since I've done a video where I've actually sat down and actually talked about some of my thoughts regarding the hobby. I've been really just doing a lot of quick mail days. For those of you that have been following the channel, you've probably noticed that. Just been very busy, but I thought today would be a great day. It's my first day off for the summer, I teach at Troy University, and so today's the first day that I have off. So I thought it would be a great way to kind of start the summer, so to speak. And I have some thoughts about The Last Dance that I'm going to start with, and I'm going to talk about some auction news, some things that have been in Sports Collectors Digest that I've found interesting, and a few other things I've been thinking in the past few weeks, but just haven't really had time to do the video. So, as you all know, last night, The Last Dance ended, right? This 10-episode documentary on the, Bulls' sixth championship and the run of that season. And what a fantastic documentary, for starters. If any of you haven't actually watched it, or if you've been living under a rock and haven't heard of this, it's absolutely fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. And I'm sure anyone else you talk to would say something similar. And what a great story, what a great team, what an important place in the history of our country. The presence of Michael Jordan as a historical figure, I think, is something that we should appreciate. He's truly a legend among us, and it's pretty cool, and it's cool to see him open up and talk about some of the details with his personal life, and his approach on the court, and how some people thought he was a jerk. The whole thing was just fantastic. But now that it's over, it got me thinking: what's going to happen to the market? What's going to happen to all of the? I'm sure you've seen on eBay, the market is just flooded. With Jordan stuff, with Rodman stuff, with Pippen stuff, with even Horace Grant stuff, other players that were outside the big three that we think about when we think about these championship seasons. What's going to happen to the market? Is there going to be a softening? Or is this actually representing a more permanent increase in the price and in the demand of basketball items? Something to think about. I don't know. You could make the case either way, that maybe this is reinvigorated the hobby with love of, not that it needed to be reinvigorated, but this has really helped collectors embrace Jordan even more, or lesser known players like Rodman and Pippen, or not lesser known, but not as famous necessarily as Michael Jordan. So what's going to happen to the hobby here? How long term is this spike? Especially when you look at the big ticket items like his '86 Flair rookie card. Speaking of Michael Jordan, how long are we going to see a spike? Some of these prices are just absolutely insane. Will the hobby sustain itself in this very specific segment, right? Or is this just a product of the documentary and some of the increased interest around it? I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. But so just some thoughts about that. Again, can't recommend the documentary enough. I actually saw an interesting article in Sports Collectors Digest, the most recent issue, and it's about a autograph baseball signed by Babe Ruth that was actually graded. The autograph was graded a 10 by PSA. And it's a really, really nice autograph, and it was given by Babe Ruth as a Christmas gift on Christmas Day, 1947. I'm going to try to show the section of the article here. It was given as a gift to an individual, and crazy that this autograph was actually graded a 10. And the article goes to great lengths to talk about the fact that very few Babe Ruth autographs are graded a 10. And in addition to just being a really, really cool item, I mean, look at that. That's just a gorgeous, gorgeous autograph. I'm curious to see what this goes for. This is up for auction in the Spring Rarities auction for, I believe it's memory lane, but it ends May 30th. So pretty crazy, rare, amazing autograph that is just sustained the tides of time, hasn't faded. It's just beautiful. What really though, what this got me thinking about was that why are there so few 10s of some of these Hall of Fame players? Is it just because of the age of the autograph, right? Or is there actual systematic bias on the part of these grading companies, such as PSA, when they grade autographs? We already know from the work of channels like Vintage Card Curator that there is a systematic bias in their grading of key cards, right? And key cards like the Eddie Murray 1978 Topps rookie card, the 1979 Topps Ozzie Smith card. Some very key cards, key rookie cards in particular, are graded more harshly than other cards in the same set. And so I was just curious, are they also biased with the grades they assign to autographs? It's food for thought. We could certainly pull some data from PSA's site, I'm sure, and try to analyze it and see. But it just something I've been thinking about. Is there actual bias to their? Does their bias go beyond grading cardboard? Right? Is there something more systematic about their bias? Right. So just, again, something I don't have an answer to, but something I wanted to kind of throw out there and see what your thoughts were. I haven't actually had a chance to talk about either the National being rescheduled, and I've gone back and forth about this. I'm not going this year either way, so I'm kind of a bystander for the whole process this year. But one of the issues that I see with their attempt at rescheduling it is the fact that we could very well see, and many medical experts are projecting there will be a spike in COVID in the fall. Right? It was on the news this morning that there will likely be a spike in COVID. What are they going to do? Are they just going to have they pushed this back in the hopes that maybe the show will go and then it will just be canceled? Is that probably what's going to happen here? It seems more and more likely like that could be what happens. And it might be for the best to just skip this year. Let's go big next year in Chicago. A lot of people aren't going to be able to make it anyway because it's Christmas time. It's in New Jersey. It's going to be very, very cold. So why not maybe just give everyone a year break, rest your budget for a year, and come back ready to rock and roll next year. That's just my thought. And again, I'm very biased because I'm not going this year anyway. So, take that. No angry comments, please. I mean, you can leave an angry comment if you like, but I'm not trying to upset anybody. I just, maybe it's not the right time to get a big group of people together right in the middle of what could be another surge in this disease. So again, angry comments are welcome. That's fine. But what else? Well, my wife and I are actually moving, which is kind of exciting. We recently purchased our first house, which is really cool. So future videos will have a very different background. And I've been sorting through stuff and selling stuff on Facebook, on some of the vintage card pages on Facebook. I've been just trying to clear out some stuff that I'm not really attached to, just to kind of make some room. And it's been kind of fun because I've been able to spend a little bit of that money just actually buying stuff that I actually want to collect rather than something that's just random and laying around. So that's been cool. But in the process, I've been digging through, a lot of cards, and I actually found some kind of cool stuff here. I found I better set this up. I found some minor league cards. I have a big minor league, probably from 2011 to 2016. I collected a lot of minor league cards. I opened a lot of boxes of minor league product, Topps Heritage Minors in particular. And I actually found some Lance McCullers cards, which isn't really a big deal, right? I found this 2014 Heritage Minors Lance McCullers. But what's interesting is that this is the normal base card. Okay, while I was looking through my collectibles, I found a variation, and these are actually short printed and difficult to find. And there actually isn't one right now on eBay. I looked the other day. There's been one put up since then, but there actually isn't one of these on eBay right now. So that's kind of cool when you find something and it's not actually listed. So there's the original card, and there's the variation. So kind of cool. Not a big ticket item probably. I'd be surprised if it's worth more than $10 or something like that. But still cool. I'll probably just keep it and put it in a top load. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all have a great week. Hope you have a great Monday. And in the next few videos, I'll be back to showing some mail. But I had a lot of thoughts, and I wanted to share them with you, and hope you enjoyed it. So with that, keep collecting vintage baseball.